faces the
And so, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Our final fight, our main event of the evening. This MMA rules bout takes place at a catch weight of -90 kilograms. This bout will be contested over 3 5-minute rounds. And your referee in charge, one of the very best in the business, Aleksandar. Fighters to the center, please, for your final instructions.
So,
Fighters, you know the rules.
already laid out.
All the time.
Height
stop,
differential.
you
These
stop.
guys
That
nearly
goes,
kicked off
go to your
during
corner.
the weigh-in. I mean, there's theatre and there's theatre, but these guys, no love lost between them. I think this is a blink and you'll miss it affair, if either of them have got anything to do with it. The usual theatre attached to the Joker. And scheduled for 3. I don't know if it'll make it out of the first, but you never know. It's frills and spills here at FNC. They touch gloves, open stance, southpaw versus orthodox, and this really is going to be a kickboxer's delight. Already the clash there. Slow Rocky off balance, gets taken down. Yes or no? Can he defend it? Ilic determined. That was a shocker, wasn't it, early doors?
Very shocking, especially because he was kicking so confidently. We'll try to do the dance, but Ilic straight for the takedown, almost swept by Fabjan. A smile from Fabjan, no surprises here.
He's up the high kick, then the right hand. Up goes the high kick again. And Miran Fabjan will be well versed in this. He was a kickboxer by trade before he went into MMA. Ilic, we think, is different gravy, but Fabjan has got the power. Goes in downstairs for the body. I don't think this can last long at this pace. I mean, we've seen some real head-hunting strikes from both fighters. Ilic, the kicks, that's what he does. Controlling the space and going in for the shoot again. Single leg takedown. Fabjan has to defend. Can he do it? A little bit of a cheeky hold onto the wire there, but he's taken down by Ilic. And Ilic now has him in this position. What's he going to do?
Nice to see Ilic go head inside too to protect his neck. When single went double. Fabjan though just very prepared. I almost thought he was going to get caught by surprise, but he is showing excellent takedown defense here. Ilic is desperate to get this fight down to the canvas.
Yeah, incredibly so, because he is a kickboxer by trade. So now we're in this position. He's got that leg locked in, got a seatbelt going on, and then can he work it from this position?
Nice tight grips here from Ilic. Just got to punch and try to open up that choke a little bit. Don't lose a hard-fought position, especially if you want this fight on the ground. Don't squander it.
Fabjan rolls him off and rolls him down to the ground. This time Fabjan on top. Now Fabjan, with that extra weight that he's carrying, that hench, can he make it count? Falls into the guard to try and get the ground and pound going, but it's a little bit of escapology for Ilic, and he was lucky to get away with that. Now Fabjan looking to crack the shots in. We saw that right hand land, then the left, then the right. Wow, those connected. Ilic was hurt by that and he stumbles. Whoa, they're throwing some big, big shots here tonight.
How uncanny to see Aleksandar Joker Ilic, the kickboxer, shy from the kickboxing.
I think Miran Fabjan's got his attention. There's no two ways about that. So there's a lot of questions to answer here, and I don't know how this is going to play out. We're just under 2 minutes left in this first round. Great defense from Miran Fabjan, and then really they're going at it, and Fabjan loving it and roaring at Ilic. And he's saying, come on, bring it. And this is a slugfest, and this is what Ilic didn't want. Ilic had to stay on the outside, use the skills, didn't need to get into this grappling, grinding match with Fabjan. Fabjan talking to him like Ali in the cage, saying to him, is that the best you've got? Did you think you could hurt me that easily? This is turning out to be a main event above and beyond.
Fabjan's just got to keep dealing with these desperate attempts at a takedown. I am shocked at how desperate Aleksandar Ilic is to get this fight down to the ground. I mean, yeah, it's MMA, but he has some advantages on the feet that he wasn't even that interested in exploiting.
Now Fabjan, the big shock of the 2024 season. He really is. He's shown the skills on the ground. He's shown the skills in the upright.
Nice to see him here, just working the whizzer, bumping with the shoulder, nice short punches on the inside. Ilic is just completely uncompetitive here in the pocket with the boxing.
Yeah, to stand and trade with Fabjan is the worst decision you could have made tonight. He's been hurt, Ilic, and he's just standing there taking the shot. He has been hurt and he's gone down. Fabjan on top, he can finish this. He's got time on the clock, the ground and pound. Miran Fabjan on top of Ilic. Can he finish this? This is going to be desperate seconds for Aleksandar Ilic as Miran Fabjan confounds all the odds, confounds all of the history. And tonight, can Fabjan finish here against Ilic? Well, Ilic is cut, he's damaged, he's been hurt, having to defend off of his back. Fabjan unable at the bell to do it. But that doesn't mean it can't be done. Wow, Chris.
Pandemonium, absolute pandemonium. Any single time Miran Fabjan is on the card, it's always going to be a wild first 5 minutes. Surprising to see that one go into the second.
Well, you asked me if I had any predictions on this, and I've just got to say, emphatically, my indecision is final.
Ever the political poet.
Well, they are shouting instructions to Fabjan, who's not even taken his stool. And just look at the replay on the action here. It was hell's a popping right from the get-go.
And that was where I saw some advantages. The left head kick clearly wobbled Fabjan a little bit, even though his arm was up. Like with those 4-ounce gloves, it's not necessarily the same kind of coverage that you get with kickboxing. Same with the teep as well. He hit him a couple of times to the body. But Fabjan, a wild man in there. I mean, an absolute caveman.
Trading was not the answer to this. Aleksandar Ilic now out for the second round, as indeed Miran Fabjan is. He's in great form. He's in great shape. Fabjan didn't even use his stool. They're out for two, and I think Ilic is more surprised than he thought he'd be at this stage in the bout. Our main event, Miran Fabjan, Aleksandar Ilic, Slovenia, Serbia, here at the Arena Zagreb, Croatia, FNC 20. And Ilic now much more respect for Fabjan. And Fabjan, like Smoke and Joe Frazier back from the old days, slugs his way forward. And you can see where the Rocky moniker comes from. And look at that, holds on and kicks down low. Ilic goes to the ground. And Ilic now having to defend off his back. Fabjan on top. And this could be the beginning of the end for Aleksandar Ilic. How do you defend this position?
Fabjan had good grips on the legs. I'm shocked that he actually settled into the guard here. He could have easily kept those grips and just possibly hit the bullfighter pass or something. But yeah, Ilic looks done. He looks very, very tired and fatigued right now.
Fabjan wants to finish this with punches, and he lands the shots. Ilic eating shots like no one's business. Fabjan can't work a way around that guard. Yes, he does. And now this really is the beginning of the end. Fabjan can do this, you know.
Knee slice there out of quarter guard, lovely. Ilic flops to his back. He is very compromised right now. Miran Fabjan with a good old flurry. I keep working the body here, going to the head. It'll open up.
I think it has now. He was just working away past those legs, and Ilic now in a world of pain. Referee has to look very closely at this stage. This is punishment. Miran Fabjan driving in like pistons those shots. Not seeing incredible defense, if any, here. And Fabjan looks at the referee, but he's not slowing. Referee steps in, it's all over in the second. Miran Fabjan does it here at FNC 20 at the Zagreb Arena. My goodness gracious me. Ilic, known as Joker, turns up tonight, but there's no marvel about any of what he's presented here tonight. Miran Fabjan confounds the odds. Slow Rocky does it, and just look at the determination. He's a force of nature. He's defying all the odds, and tonight was a performance par excellence. He really is a freight train of excitement, a freight train of determination, and a freight train of finishing power. Miran Fabjan does it.
He was an underdog here tonight, yet the slow Rocky effect is in full mode here. Take a look at it. Ilic, again, he just seemed really in the second round incredibly fatigued, and I believe that's what really the biggest difference was, is Fabjan's resilience, his ability to counter those takedowns, see them coming, and then force the TKO finish on the ground like this. Absolutely outstanding.
What an end here tonight for the FNC 24 season. The most prominent promotion in the South Balkans finishes with a bang, and that bang came from Miran Fabjan. I had my money on Ilic tonight, I really did. I thought that skill set of kickboxing, the agility, he'd be able to outmaneuver Fabjan, but Fabjan is like a rhino in Kevlar. He's four-wheel drive. He is just an absolute machine here tonight. And just look at his face. For all the hype, for all of the antics at the weigh-in, this man delivers.
Yeah, entertainment for sure. A lot of great build-up. Absolutely a great performance. For the record, what was my pick, Will?
The end comes after 1 minute and 46 seconds completed of round number 2. Your winner by TKO. From Slovenia, Miran
And Fabjan's face says it all.
So
It really does.
Runner-up Aleksandar Ilic.
He's done the job. We've got to have a word with him. Find out what he thinks about his performance here tonight. And what an absolute star here at FNC. And provides the goods every time. Nearly took the win against Stosic. And I think on a rematch, that could be a different call.
Would be an easy sell too. I mean, you know, that was one of the wildest fights I think that we'd seen in FNC, but hey, the Fabjan trend continues.
Well, as I say, incredible end to the 24 season for FNC here tonight in the Arena Zagreb. We'll look forward to seeing you next year. Don't forget to join us, and let's hear from Miran Fabjan.
Zaslužena pobjeda za tebe, neću te ništa pitat, pošto znam da ćeš sam preuzeti mikrofon i reći nešto po svom, pa izvoli.
Zeljk, trebam se izviniti Zeljku, u Puli kad si pobjedio, ga nisam spominjao, nisam te pominjao jednu riječu. Bio sam pun sam sebe, hvalio sam sebe, hvalio sam moj skil i ni jednu slovu nisam rekao Zeljk Galešić. Bili smo kući u džimu gdje ga je Zeljk stvorio i nisam ti rekao hvala. Pomnio sam se odmah, poslije toga da sam zaboravio na tebe i odmah sam si rekao, neću si ti ispričat, ću to popraviti u Zagrebu. Sve što je Sloroki gre zahvala Allahu, a najviše sam zahvala Allahu da me je spojio sa gospodinom Zeljkom, sa Ivanom Vitasevićem. Hvala ti Rob za sve treninge. Znam na Marko Čalić, izostili smo boks. Ljudi, Junior dos Santos pada kao... Dos Santos pada! Jače da čuje u Brazil! Hello Brazil! Dos Santos pada!
Dame